Everybody has a podcast.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to the show. Everybody has a podcast. Oh, good to be back. I know last week we were not here. I had planned on doing a show. Mr. Wiggs was out on assignment for his work, and I was going to do a show. I felt a little bit booty-esque, and I just laid out. That's not a usual thing. Apologize, folks. Our three fans out there. Sorry about that, but we will still be going on every Monday. Sometimes that happens. Folks feel a little bad, but we back. Like I said, hope you all had a great weekend. Whis coming through here momentarily.
J.Wiggy, take out the trash!
Hello, welcome back, Grant Mills. Good to hear from you. I did not know you sat out last week. You feeling better?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better, my friend. Actually, I'm feeling a lot better. I was feeling kind of off. I was gonna go on up until the last minute, and then I was like, man, I was feeling kind of off, and I didn't want to have a bad show. But I mean, it doesn't matter. You should still go on, and that's my bad. But hey. Sometimes we all have one of those days.
No, you know what? You gotta take care of yourself first. Sometimes you need a rest and a warm up and come back better, stronger, faster, quicker than ever. I don't think fast and quick really apply, but
maybe not. How was your trip there to what did you do? Training or something?
Yeah, I had a work assignment out in Arizona. We were actually south of Phoenix in a place called Maricopa. Yeah, some training, catching up on new technology in the field that I work in. Man, you know how that kind of stuff is. It's forced fun, is what I like to call it. They try to do team building and shit like that, and I can appreciate that. The company was pretty generous, but at the same time, it's not like a vacation. So I did take some downtime myself when I was not on the clock or training or doing company dinners, and got to hike a little bit, explore a little Arizona. Did not get much nightlife in. Quick trip, quick turnaround, but beautiful state. Always a fan. I know you and I have been there before together on a trip, and been with some other friends and lived there for a while. Man, I think Arizona's a great place, cool place, cool place.
How many days were you there for?
What was it? I was there Tuesday, flew out Tuesday, came back Friday. And so, man, what is that? That's 2 full days. So Wednesday and Thursday were full days there. Tuesday.
So they let you have your like light nights to yourself, or did you have to like do something like dumb like dinner shit?
Oh, we had to do dinner both nights. So Tuesday and Wednesday night and Thursday were actual work days. Thursday was a half day. Everybody flew home after lunch. But yeah, Tuesday night was dinner and a little bit of training before that. And then when you got in there. So, and then Wednesday was all training all day and then dinner. And they try to do some fun stuff, but bowling and going out. But the cool thing was, this was actually at a casino because they had a big complex. I mean, it's probably the only thing in Maricopa. I mean, I want to say that I like Maricopa; it was cool, but it's out. It's not. It's south of Phoenix, so casino, bowling alley, pretty cool place. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's like how much fun can you have even doing kind of cool shit with work compadres? It's not the same as doing it with your homeboys.
That is true.
Yeah, you ever get trips like that, going out on work stuff, or?
Not too much. We had a national meeting in Dallas a couple of years ago, but I mean, it's not anything really fun. It's mandated fun.
Yeah, that's it.
And yeah, you go out and they don't let you have your nights free, which I don't like. You have to always do these like team building. Like it's either like dinner and then you go to like an escape room or some kind of goofy shit like that. But I mean, I wish they'd give us just go do what you want on your nights, man. Because all day you got to be in a fucking classroom usually, and I'm just not fucking made up for that.
No, I'm not either. Like I said, I appreciate what they're trying to do. That's a good topic. We need to go down the deep dive one day. But I'm not a company man, no matter where I've ever been. And this is probably the best company I've been with. They're nice, but at the same time, I look at myself, I'm a mercenary. I'm here to make a check, to take care of my family. And I mean, if something better came along at some point, I would take it.
Sure, why not? They'd let you go if they had to.
Absolutely. No, I try
Damn
to be.
sure.
Oh yeah, most big companies, man, they're not even gonna give you 2 weeks if they're gonna fire your ass. They ain't firing you and sending you a check for the next extra 2 weeks.
You're fired.
Hell no.
So yeah, but like I said, this was good. It was a cool place to go. I appreciated they actually said they try to do different places for training, so they try to find something that was a little different. But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I feel like if I'm working, let me do my 8 to 5. Don't make dinner a requirement. And it was a requirement. So
there you go. Well, did you have a good weekend? Did you get some of that honeymoon tail when you got back?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got to when you get back. I was tired, man. I was time change kind of fucked with my head Saturday night. Got a couple of hikes in. I kept sneaking those in when I was out there, and just flying. I think was delayed a little bit Friday. I got to the airport around 2:30 for 4:30 flight, so a little early. But I had to turn my rental. Well, I had to turn the rental car in by 3 anyways, and catch a shuttle. I always plan for the worst, but when I got there, the shuttle was waiting. So flying is always a hectic time. So yeah, I was there at 2:30 and got home. I think landed after midnight. So airport.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And I got way too drunk this past weekend to where like you think about not drinking anymore. I'm not gonna fucking do this shit. I promise. Please. It does
Everybody's
not
telling
gonna
them
do that
lies.
shit. It snuck up on me too, man. But I was going back through. I don't know why the hell I got a wild hair in my ass, and I went through the old Viva La Bam catalog. You remember that show?
Good show, really good show.
Fucking Viva La Bam, man. That is crazy, man. What happened to MTV? That was a funny fucking show, dude. I
Yep.
forgot how fucking funny it was. Oh,
Yeah.
Light Bright. Gee, I haven't seen her in a while. Hello, Light Bright. How you doing this evening? Been a while. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, and so man, I was looking at that shit and laughing like a motherfucker. I remember when the one they all had to get jobs and shit to pay off the heating bill that was too high. That was the funniest fucking one. I swear to God.
God, MTV when it was in its God, that classic phase, late '90s, early mid 2000s. That was the highlights of MTV, especially the '90s. We always go down the '90s nostalgia.
It is. MTV's really went to shit. I mean, it's nothing like it was. I mean, in the beginning, even with the reality shit, the cool shit that the Viva La Bam, I guess that's reality, but it was a good show. It was fucking funny as shit. And they still was doing, they still had good shows like Wild Boys. I think Jackass. That was like 2 seasons though, and they still had funny shit. Now when these fucking producers come in and have shit like Teenage Mom and all this shit, and then it's just like fucking Real Housewives and all that kind of shit, man. I don't know. You lost me on that, but
Yeah,
the only
those shows were fun. I mean, the teenage moms and shit. That's depressing as hell. Like, who the hell
who the fuck
who
wants to
gets into
watch that?
that? Yeah, I never
I
get
don't know.
that.
It's
I don't see
obviously
like
popular
anybody.
because people. I mean, it keeps coming on, but I don't fucking get that shit.
Man, I think it's designed to
That
make
shit's whack.
you to feel better about your life. But then again, they're getting paid like bank though. Like some of those teenage moms are that's like how they're making a living now, right?
Yeah, exactly. From those fucking TV checks and all that bullshit, and kids looking at this shit. I mean, I don't want to be one of those people, but man, come on, man, what is this fucking garbage, man? I don't see no entertainment value in it though. But hey, what the fuck do I know? You know what I mean? I drink way too much and talk hella shit. But yeah, Viva La Bam's funny. I was catching up on some of the old shit, like I said, Don Vito, crazy ass. Man. Oh man, 1,000 Pound Sisters. That's a good one, like bro. I've never seen that one. I've seen My 600 Pound Life.
Yeah, I've
They
seen
have so many variations of morbidly obese people with reality TV now. It's fucking crazy.
40% of people are obese now, right? Something crazy like that. So if you're just a big 1,000 pound sisters, yeah, I've seen their clips. I have not seen 1,000 pound sisters, so I need to check that out. But I saw some clips, man, and they are.
What's
I
the
mean,
line of delineation on that from obese to morbid obese? I mean, when do you hit that morbid obese from obese? Because I feel
God,
like obese, man, is still pretty fucking bad. I mean, I'm not
oh
making fun
yeah,
of anybody. You got problems, you got problems, but man, where is that line? Like, when does it go into morbid obesity, man?
is that when you have the little scooter that you lose your mobility, so you have to have a rascal?
That probably would be it, man. That probably would be it. Whew.
Yeah, I think it's the complete or almost near complete loss of mobility because you're so heavy. I would think that's probably where it's at. I think you can see some obese people that still are able to move around and completely mobile. Because I mean, I do agree. I think they set the standards. If you're looking at BMI, you look at like, oh, it's 220 pounds. Hey, he's obese. No, but yeah, morbidly obese, where you've just lost yourself, and we've made it entertaining shows out of it.
Yeah, right. She was talking about they got I don't know, does the midget show still, what was that like, is there one, or there's just midgets in there from like so many kids? I can't remember, man. There's
Oh,
so many
Little
fucking
People,
shows.
Big World. Yeah, they had a
Yeah,
couple.
yeah, okay. Is that still on?
I don't think it is. They had a couple of spinoffs of that. I think they had more. I think their kids had kids, and they got
Yeah.
married and shit. Light Bright, is that right?
Oh man.
Well, she again watched, so I guess.
I worked with an actual midget for a while. We were in training for a door-to-door job.
Oh man,
And this is an actual midget. I mean, I'm like, how in the fuck is he going to do this job? The notebook is like half of, like, damn near as big as he is. So I don't know how that worked out because after training, I think I got fired or I like left or so. It was some shit like that. I definitely did not stay around, but yeah.
Man,
But
that's
yeah,
sad though. The midget stuff's different, man. They're and I'm not gonna go down a path saying, well, if you're obese, you can help it. That's up to you and your doctor. But most people, I think, they have a say.
there's a lot that can't help it that just eat like
Yeah,
crazy shit. Like
yeah. If you're a
how you gonna eat
600,
2 large pizzas in a sitting and a gallon of milk? And that's ridiculous.
yeah,
So if you're eating like that, then yeah, man, that's just
you're just perpetuating it at that point. You're making it
yeah.
worse, and you're not trying it. But yeah, a dwarf is that the proper little people or a dwarf?
Oh, I worked with a dwarf too. Actually selling security systems at one point. He was
Well,
he looked like a regular guy. He was just really small. I mean, I'm a small guy, but this dude was like like you could tell, right?
But you made
Yeah,
that seem like it's two different things: a dwarf and a.
they are. Dwarves are like more like they're not as small. Like a midget is like, you know what I mean? Like dwarves are more proportionate. They're like bigger, I guess. Maybe I guess it depends. There's several um, variations of dwarfism and stuff like that. But I definitely worked with one. He was just like a little guy, but man, he could sell some security systems. So, and then he got fired for I think sexual harassment. So I don't know.
Goddamn.
I don't know, man. That's a crazy world out there. But
He was getting it. I love it. Dwarfs are taller than midgets. Okay.
yeah, they're a little bit bigger. Yeah. I think I've got our boy in the house.
Hey, y'all, what the fuck? In the house.
What up, Whis? What up? What up?
Shit, just chilling. What's up with y'all? What y'all do?
Shit, you know what's up. I hope you had a good weekend, my friend.
It was pretty good, pretty good. I mean, just chilling. Didn't do too much. Just took it easy. I've been trying to lay low. You know what's up.
I know how it is, man. I know how it is. Well, let's go ahead and I think we got a call here. This is we got Eugene in Utah. What's up, Eugene?
Hey, this is Eugene from Utah. I want to know, do you like the game Unreal Tournament? That was one of my favorite games. You like that game?
Oh, thank you, Eugene. Unreal Tournament, man. Well, actually, I'm going to do a review on that later on in this show. But damn, that was a fun game. So I guess I kind of gave it away, but that's all right. I did play that, but we'll get into that a little bit later, my man. What did you ever? Now, I know you got into some of the shooter games, Wig. Was Unreal one of those?
Yeah, Unreal was one of those. I think it popped when I was junior, senior in high school. I remember we played it when I was around high school, but I remember they had like a couple of cool game types: capture the flag, shit, deathmatch. So yeah, I was down with some Unreal. I can't wait for the review.
Yeah, the online was pretty fucking fun, man. So I definitely like that shit. And we did some fucking nerding it up back in the day, to be honest with you, because we'd get online and fuck around for hours, man, getting no pussy. They're playing video games with nerds from other
parties.
places. Right? Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun.
Well, man, you got to think back then. I always loved back then, but that was not. I mean, now you have access to a game on your phone, and you can play against anybody in the world just about any time, right? I mean, these games were new and popping at the time. You had to connect the phone line if you had cable and were lucky enough to have that shit. Yeah, it made it a little more exciting because it was harder to come by. Yeah, when things are a little more rare and you don't get them all the time, it makes them a lot more appealing.
Y'all fucking nerds. I never done that dumb shit.
I know you didn't, Wisp, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right, yo, bitch ass. Let's go ahead and we got Jenny from LA on the line. Jenny, what's up?
Hey, this is Jenny from LA. Were you ever into the band Him? That Zilly Vallow is so hot. What do you guys think about that band?
What did she say?
What?
Him?
Him?
Yeah, actually, Him. So I never got into them. Like that was, I think the reason a lot of people know about that band, is BAM, right? The heartogram.
Okay.
That wasn't BAM. That was Villy Vallow. I guess that's how you say his name, Villy Vallow. And a band called Him. And so what it was, BAM liked that band so much, and that heartogram he was, I don't know, man, he was all about him. And so him. That's like love metal. I think falls under that category. I never got into them. I know a lot of people liked them. They're Finnish from Finland. Had quite a big following, but you know what? They did a remake of. You remember Chris Isaac?
I do.
Chris Isaacs. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. They did a remake because I went back and looked at some of their shit. I never got into it while they were really popping off as a band. They disbanded, but they did a remake of that. You know that song? I can't even remember the name. Wicked some shit. Wicked Game. That was a terrible adaptation, by the way. But the only fucking song that people know about Chris Isaacs. Okay, you know the one. All right, they redid that one. It's pretty good. And I will say, Villo Vallo. So he's come back out. He's solo, right? Now he's got a song called Neon Noir. I actually like that. But I will say it's very him. It's very himish. Like you listen to this song, you know, like this sounds like something that would be on a him album or something. But it's still good. I like it. Not bad shit. And but I never got into that band. I don't think you did either, J.Wiggy.
Nah, didn't. The Heartogram though, that Bam always rocked was every fucking where though for a minute. I mean, that was didn't they sell? I mean, they had a license at fucking.
That was Villo. I think he did. I think he copyrighted it.
Dude, I mean,
sure.
Yeah. That was like all the rage at Buckle and shit. You'd sit on their clothes and stuff.
Tito's got one with a dick on it.
Oh, yeah, he does. He's got an autograph tattoo, but like it's got a penis on it.
Oh man,
like it's shaped into a penis.
Whis needs
That's pretty funny. Yeah. So yeah, check out Villo Vallo, y'all. If you get bored or some shit, not bad. Like I said, I was never really into him, but hey, still, actually some of their shit I don't mind. Like I went back and like listened to some of it. It's not that bad. But back then, I don't know. I wasn't into that shit. Let's go ahead and check out John from Pasadena. Cali, John.
This is John from Pasadena. I just want to know what you boys think about the Derek Carr acquisition from the Saints. I'm a big Saints fan, so I'm excited. What do you boys think?
Derek Carr. Fucking finally out of, it's not Oakland anymore. It's the Vegas Raiders. Raider Nation. I'm a Raiders fan. Derek Carr, I'm just glad he's not with the Raiders anymore. He's with the Saints. He can go over there and be Kirk Cousins or whoever he wants to be. He's not going to make any playoff appearances. Maybe this will light a fire under his ass. I don't give a fuck about the Saints, but I'm glad he's out of Vegas. And so, yeah. You don't have any. Do you have a pro team you fuck with there, J.Wiggy?
Nah, we kind of went down that path. I kind of like the regional I watch Falcons. I'll watch the Titans, little Panthers, and things like that. Saints I've never got into though. Never been a big Saints fan. I think that was a good move. Excited about Garoppolo though, and I kind of like the Raiders though. And I told you, after they moved to Vegas, man, I think that's a bomb ass move because it's a cool fucking city. So if Jimmy G's out there in Vegas and changes that team around, he's gonna be flooded in pussy.
Brody, get in the cello. When I saw that, when he texted me that earlier, Jimmy G, I was excited. Then I was like, he gets hurt every year.
Yeah,
every year he gets hurt. So I don't know if he can stay healthy. They need to invest in a backup. I don't think they have a valuable backup in Vegas.
Where are they pulling at in the draft this year? Do you think they'll
I think they got a pick at like 5 or 6 or 7, something like that. One of those. In the top, they got a top 10 pick though. I don't know where they'll go with it. We'll see. We're gonna have Baller or Buster on the top 10 draft picks whenever the draft comes out, and then we'll do that. We'll definitely have that. We do that every year here at the show, so you can check that out, and we'll get into that.
Balling.
But yeah, if they had a viable backup, then it might be something. But I just don't know if I believe in Josh McDaniels as a coach. And the Raiders are cursed. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know about them. They've let me down way too many times. I told you, I was looking for a new team. I think the Bills are my new team, but I don't know, man. I got conflicted feelings about the Raiders.
Yeah,
So
I think it's a good move though. I like Jimmy G, handsome fucker.
he is a handsome bastard.
Yeah, dude. I mean, being a quarterback and all that money and shit, getting beat up, and he's still out there just being a lot more handsome than my ass. So fuck it.
Do what they gotta do. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of. Oh yeah, so we got the news back in the house. Not a lot of any kind of video game news. Got some weird news though. You know I love these crazy ass records.
Fuck yeah.
We got an Armenian man. This is by Ben Hooper, is the article writer. Armenian man does 32 pull-ups from a helicopter in 1 minute. So an Armenian athlete broke a Guinness World Record when he clung to the skids of a helicopter and performed 32 pull-ups in a minute. Hasmalasep Halorian took on the record for most pull-ups from a helicopter in 1 minute in Yerevan. Halorian, who trained for the record attempt with fellow Armenian Guinness World Record holder Roman Sahardarian, completed 32 pull-ups in 1 minute to take the title. The previous record was 25, set by Belgian athlete Stan Bruninic in 2022. Bruninic bested Sahardarian's total of 23. So there's the fucking record right there. There's a video of this crazy fucker doing that shit from a helicopter. Whoa, that is crazy shit. All right, I would not do that. You think you could do that, J.Wiggy?
Couldn't do 32 in a minute, and I don't think I would do it from a helicopter. Guys got some balls for that. No, 32. Man, fuck. I think I've done 18 before. Yeah, 18. I don't know if it was in a minute or not. I don't know. I've done 18, but God, 32 from a helicopter under a minute. That's some crazy shit.
He is getting on it. We got...
Yeah.
What?
He got balls.
He got balls.
He got
I don't know.
big-ass balls.
I know I couldn't do that shit. I'll go ahead and tell you. We have a 7-year-old girl becomes the world's youngest yoga teacher. This is also by Ben Hooper. You ever get on any of that yoga?
I get down on some yoga. I like it. It's actually pretty challenging to get a yoga certification to be a licensed yoga instructor. You have to have I don't know if that's different by state or how it's governed, but I looked into it one time. Just a creep. I don't think I would have done it, but it's a lot. I think it was a ton of hours to do it. So 7, she must have been training since she was like 2.
Man, I don't know about that yoga, man. I'll be hearing about the hot yoga. I hear like people be farting in there and shit. I don't think I could take it.
Oh.
Hot yoga, and then folks farting because they're in like all these weird positions. Yeah, so their body when you get in those positions sometimes could expel gaseous fumes.
It'd be smelling like vinegar in there.
That might be different. A 7-year-old girl in India earned a Guinness World Record as the world's youngest certified yoga instructor. The record-keeping organization said Pranali Gupta was 7 years and 165 days old when she was verified as the world's youngest yoga instructor. Gupta, who started practicing yoga with her mother when she was 3.5 years old, was certified as a teacher by the Yoga Alliance organization after completing a 200-hour training course. I want to spread the love of yoga to as many people as possible, Gupta told, whatever publication. Gupta regularly shares her love for yoga on her YouTube channel, Learning with Pranvi. The youngest yoga instructor, male, fellow India resident Rajanya Shunari, was 9 years and 220 days old when he received his first certification in July 2021. Yeah, so what if you go into a yoga thing and it's like a 7-year-old there teaching? I'm like, what the
I said she had him in early. I guess she started at 3.5. I said 2. So, man, props to her. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, if I go down there somewhere and it's a 7-year-old teaching, I'd be feeling weird and shit. I mean, are they going to come by and like correct your form and stuff? I mean, that's kind of.
I don't know. If she was from India though, I might be more like, well,
Yeah,
she's from another country. They be doing crazy shit sometimes, and maybe she knows what's up. But I don't know, man. I might be weirded out too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's that's kind of from their country. They're part of the world, so I guess it's a lot more ingrained. But man, you know what though? You got to give them credit for that. I mean, it's yoga, it's positive, it's still fitness and exercise, and got into it at an early age, certified. I mean, dude, what a good foundation for a long, happy, healthy life. In America, we don't really encourage that. You get some Pop-Tarts and sit on your fucking phone all day. So.
That's true, y'all. I love doing yoga. Sometimes I do it with my dog. My pet dog.
Your pet dog, okay.
Fuck you, dumbass. How the hell? I'm like, listen, me and my fucking dog know what to do with this yoga, y'all.
I'm gonna take your word on that. They got all kind of yoga for everybody.
Man.
The pets, all kind of people, children. Yeah, goat yoga. Jesus, man. So many. Sometimes I think they just started to make up shit. I don't know, man. Got all these yogurts, man.
Everybody's trying to be different. Yeah, everybody's trying to be different and shit like that. I saw somebody bring their pet dog. I love that Whis had pet, as if we didn't know the dog was. It's like a roommate.
Jeez.
Yeah, I saw a girl on the plane had her dog, and the dog was yappy and running around, and it was a nightmare. I don't see why they allow
on the plane. They let her have a dog on the plane. I thought they put them like in a kennel in the back or something.
Man, I thought that's what they did too.
A different section.
I think, and I'm maybe making this up. You guys out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if it can fit in a carrier under the seat, you can carry it on. Now, I don't know if you have to pay extra for that, but she damn sure had it in her lap for a minute.
Was it one of those support dogs and have one of those things on, did it?
Oh, God. I didn't see anything like that, but this day and age, I think everybody wants to try to... That's how they circumvent some of the travel with their animals.
Right.
Support dogs. So, listen, I'm not clowning it on that. I see what Light Bright says on that. And listen, I love the animals on there, but if you're taking advantage of it, that's one thing. I mean, if it's legit, hey, do your thing. I'm all for it. But
right.
Don't be circumventing the system for other people.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be people who do that anyway, and how the hell can you know for real? It is what it is. As long as the dog's not acting a fool, but
yeah, dog was pretty chill for the most part. It did when we were in the terminal, was running around a little bit. I'm just wondering where it takes a shit at. Like if it's in the airplane, I mean.
Man, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those dogs that can take a shit in the toilet. I seen one on YouTube one time.
I saw
he took a shit and then flushed it. I'm like, damn.
All right,
man.
See, now that's where that's not a pet dog. That's a fucking
a Westminster show dog, man. He's shitting and flushing that shit. I know humans that don't do that shit, right? Damn. If you can have it, if I can train my dog to do that, man, I'd probably have a dog. But you got to take the fuckers out all the time, which I know you got to do it, and it's still worth it because I love dogs. But that's kind of the reason I don't have one, because I live up in a building and I had to go down a fucking elevator. I'm like, oh man. But if he knew how to shit in the toilet and flush it, dude, oh man, that'd change the game.
If you had acreage and a good breed of puppies that you could train early, and when people bought them, they knew how to shit in a toilet, pee in a toilet, flush that shit, still go get the newspaper and stuff. Like, I guess nobody even reading the newspaper.
Get me a beer.
Yeah, I've seen that. They like tie a belt to the fridge. He like pulls the belt to open the fridge door and grabs a beer out of there. Dude, if you had those, I would pay good money for them. But yeah, I got a buddy of mine. Oh, you met Brian before. He's got a dog, And he lives, I can't remember what story he lives on, but he's in an apartment too. And I asked him one time, I was like, well, what happens if the dog has to shit in the middle of the night? Does he hold it? And he's like, no, I got to get up and take him outside, go on the elevator and hop the fuck down with him. I'm like, dude, that's rough.
Yeah, we do it for the fur babies.
They deserve it. They deserve it, but.
Oh, of course. Let's see. We got Mac. Mac in Florida. What is up?
Hey, this is Mac from Florida. What do you boys think about the Tennessee Volunteers? Go Vols! What do you think their record's gonna be this year?
Shit. Fuck them. Actually, Josh Heupel's pretty good. They'll do better than they have been doing. Yeah, I mean, who they have? Fucking Jeremy Pruitt. Sorry, bitch. And so, yeah. And he just got fucking went down for show cause. So, I don't even know what's going on with that. Are they going to fuck him up? Because I know Bama wants him back, but they can't fuck with him right now.
Yeah, he'll be. I don't know if he'll. I don't know. That's a tough. It's hard to see what the rules are on that. I would imagine within the next 3 years, Saban's going to hire him as a special assistant and enroll him in Saban coaching return university. So, but no, Tennessee this year, 9-10 wins. I think they'll have a good season, but they're going to lose their big games. I don't think they beat Alabama 2 years in a row. Don't see that at all.
Yeah, I don't even know who they have at quarterback. I don't know if it's Joe Milton, because he's got a big arm. I don't think he's accurate if it's the same guy, and I don't even know if they went to the portal. I don't keep up with Tennessee, so but I will think they'll be doing better than they have. That's for sure.
Yeah, can't argue with that. They're definitely going to be a lot better than they were, but I think this was their one and done. They controlled their own destiny season, and I don't see that happening again for a long time.
That, I don't know, y'all. I mean, I hate Tennessee, y'all.
I'm not a fan. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. We have, allegiances and non-allegiances, and college football is what it is. Man, did you catch any of the XFL games?
This weekend I didn't. I caught some highlights, but I wanted to sit down. I was kind of catching up on my sleep and all the shit I needed.
Oh man, did the wife put you on the honey-do list?
No, I had the J.Wiggy list. I've caught shit for not getting on the honeydews yet, but so much shit to catch up on. But I am liking the XFL, and I've watched it. I've seen the positive feedback from it, so. It seems like it's growing every week in popularity. Did you catch some games?
Oh, yeah, y'all. I did. Me, Whis Craver. I mean, I'm a fucking fool. I mean, I got fucked up watching him do the beer snake. It was pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, the beer snake. I like that the XFL has a beer snake. I actually caught some games, too. There were some good ones, actually. Battlehawks. It's better. I don't know what I thought about the XFL. I don't know. I think it's good, but I don't know what I thought, you know what I mean, as far as impact. And I think it's doing good. It's not going to be the NFL, but that's not what it's supposed to be. And it's getting some good viewership. So I actually like turning on the games, having some spring ball. So, as we said, we do picks every week. I know last week we was off, but we can, we'll still do picks tonight, and then we can get in there and recalibrate some stuff for next week. As far as those results, since we were out, we'll just, whatever, put in some shit and go with that. But yeah, man, good deal.
I need to put in some bets, y'all. Get some juice in them games, motherfucker. Make some money or some shit. And get a bankroll, y'all.
You gonna lose your ass, Chris.
You shut up.
Can't have you losing ass, man. We got a wedding to go to here soon. Jarvis, our friend Jarvis Beavers.
Yeah, Jarvis, I can't wait. I'm going to go to the strip club. Let's get some hookers, y'all.
I don't know, man, what that's going to be like, but impending nuptials for our friend.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. I still haven't gotten an invitation. I think they need to get those sent out, Jarvis.
Jarvis Beavers, what are you doing? Anyway, we'll see how that fucking goes. That will be, I don't know what it will be. But we got Stacy from Arkansas as the next caller. Stacy, hello there from Arkansas.
Hey, this is Stacy from Arkansas. horse dewormer. That's what I did. What about you guys?
That's pretty bad. Damn, horse
God.
dewormer.
Man, what if you
That's
saw that shit on like
pretty bad.
Indeed or
Wow.
a LinkedIn listing?
Man, that motherfuckers better pay about $200 an hour.
I mean, I shoveled butter one time.
Shovel butter.
Yeah, I mean, I got to my fucking job at some temp agency, me and my friend. And we go out and it's shoveling butter, y'all. Butter.
God damn, butter. Just like butter with a shovel.
Yep. I left at lunch.
I would have too, man. Fuck that. Butter shoveling. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I remember Whis told us that off the air before that he had a shovel butter, and Whis said,
man.
Whis, you said fucking left at lunch. I respect that. I would not. Now, Whis, did you know beforehand that you were going to be out shoveling butter, or was this just a obscure listing? You know how they always try to be tricking you in a vague job listing. How would they word that so you don't know it's shoveling butter?
It just said general maintenance, y'all.
Damn. I guess that could fall under the category of general maintenance.
Man. You need a little more texture to that post. What about you, Grant? You got some. You've had a couple of jobs here and there. What's the worst?
Trying to think. Been a lot of them. Probably a dishwasher. Charlie's. That shit sucked. And I've had some pretty bad jobs, man. Like, I don't like working in the office because I think that's pretty bad. But I'd rather work in an office than a fucking restaurant, dude. Like a restaurant kitchen. That shit stank. Smelled like old potatoes or something when I got off work. And man, the dishwasher's the nastiest shit because it's like all the leftover shit. You know, people's plates and shit. Oh, it's fucking nasty as fuck. You gotta work the weekends, man. At least in an office, you don't have to work the weekends usually, and there's, pretty girls everywhere and shit usually, and it's not that bad, even though it's boring as fuck. But man, anything in food, man, nah. Yeah, what about you?
I had one food job. I worked one night as a waiter, and it was my training night, and I didn't come back the next night. I couldn't do it. I'm with you. And the thing about the kitchen, I mean, the smells and the people were actually, the smells, overwhelming. The people were pretty cool, but it's so hot and steamy back there, and just kind of it doesn't smell bad. It's just kind of stank, like it's just stagnant sitting there. I couldn't get down on that. Jobs that I actually had for more than a day that were bad. Man, high volume call center. I think that. I think that shit was demoralizing almost. Any job where, listen, I'm about hard work and getting down, but man, back then when they were like, oh, you work in a place like that, you're taking like 70 plus calls a day. You got a 15-minute break from like 11 to 11:15 and got to clock back in before your 15 minutes and an hour break or an hour for lunch. You got to make sure you clock back in or if you're a minute over and all that bullshit. Man, I couldn't go back and ever have that type of scrutiny and people watching me like that ever again. That shit was terrible. People miserable walking in that motherfucking building. Ugh.
Yeah, I never could get with the office shit. I've never been a server or a bartender, but I think that could be cool. Women definitely get tipped better though with those kind of jobs for sure. If you know what you're doing. I mean, men can get tipped really good too, but like a lot of them don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, I think I've seen one dude that like really like took his shit seriously as far as like being a waiter, and like this is like some shit you don't ever see. Like, like somebody who really excels at their fucking job, no matter what it is.
Right.
It's like so above everything else. Like it's like it, you can fucking like it's noticeable, right? But it's only been like not a lot of people that I've seen in the service industry like that. But that's cool though. Like I look up to people that can do that because I can't do that shit. It's but everybody's different and has their own strengths and shit. And if you can, if you can do that, shoot. I had a girlfriend that worked at the Waffle House. By the beach for a little while. She was clocking like $800 or $900 a week back like years ago.
Oh yeah,
and,
they
was
make hot down there.
So that helped. She was hot, but and it ain't just that. I mean, if you've got a great attitude and do your job really well, you can get it. It don't hurt to be hot though. I'll
No,
tell you that.
no. Nah, especially with guys, you either got to know your shit, have a really good personality. I guess being good looking for a guy's a benefit, but women, man, it's definitely 10 times the benefit. I think being a good bartender would be cool. Nowadays, you could start in a brewery and kind of. I mean, do you? I know most of them know their shit, but I mean, how many really, really know their shit? And I can't stand watching somebody act pretentious towards them, like, "Oh, would you recommend this thing with a glass of blah blah blah?" Yeah, dude, take a fucking drink and shut the fuck up about it.
Hell yeah.
Get what you want, but man, the Waffle House at the beach. I had talked to a dude when we were on spring break one time. He was working there, and we were just kind of shooting the shit with his ass. And man, he said he made so much bank down at the beach at the Waffle House. He was killing it. He said that's why he worked there. He said, I mean, spring break and things like that. He's like raking in easy $1,000 a week. So
Nice. Get that paper.
make it
Oh, what? I got a gripe.
Hey y'all, it's your boy, Whis up on here. And I'm just gonna talk to y'all for a minute. My boy Grant, well, he's got a gripe. Sometimes he talks shit. Sometimes it's pretty dumb. But then, sometimes it's not. So, just fucking hang out and see what he's got to say, y'all. Don't be dumb. It's your boy, and what I'm here to say. Listen, Grant means he doesn't take pills. He's just chillin'. He smokes and works sometimes. And he does a line or two. If they have some hookers around and screwing in the mud, y'all. And I just want you to know that he's talking shit. His name is Grant Mills, and you know the deal, y'all.
Yeah. You ever see these car shield commercials?
I think I have, but I'm gonna say no because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So like an ancillary car warranty or whatever.
Oh,
For your car.
Yeah.
I think Ice-T used to get on there and tout this, like they have them for appliances and stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Kinda like a home,
protection plan. Yeah.
Yeah, like a home
Protection
warranty
plan.
for your that's supposed to be not like your insurance, but cover shit that insurance doesn't cover.
Yeah. Do you think Ice-T fucking uses that shit?
Fuck
The
no.
fucker's like rich as fuck. And the new one is like Vivica Fox. I don't know about her financial situation, but I don't think she's a car shield customer. Like, come on, man. Why don't y'all put regular broke motherfuckers on this shit? I'd be more apt to maybe look into it, but that's just stupid. Anything a celebrity endorses, man, stay away from that shit. Because it most likely fucking sucks and some bullshit. I don't know why. But that shit's been out for a while, too. Because I can remember Ice-T on that shit. And I have a problem with my car. Man, you just buy another one, motherfucker. That's what you do.
Yeah, man.
Dump it in the gutter and go buy another. Rich bastard. Ice-T's rich as fuck. And, I don't know. It's dumb. Just dumb to me. Let's get some more realistic commercials, you know? If you put a broke motherfucker on there, man, that actually went and got a benefit by this goddamn thing, I'm like, all right, cool. Show me some paperwork. Show me a fucking invoice, like covered receipt. Show me a paid invoice. That's what I want to see.
Motherfucker had rent due and he saved some money, so he's okay for this money. Yeah, I agree with that shit, man. I would like to see the stats behind celebrity endorsements and if they actually drive sales up more. Because if you're a person that's buying a product because a celebrity endorsed it, man, I don't want to downplay you, but you're probably a fucking idiot.
Most likely. I'm trying to think of anything that's good that a celebrity endorses. Not really. I can't think of nothing. Oh, the George Foreman grill was all right back in the day.
Yeah.
That's like the only one. That's like the only one I can think of. Yeah, Shaq's on like every commercial, so he endorses everything.
Yeah, and I think Shaq probably does it out of the goodness of his heart because he tries to relate to the regular people. And I think he's at least... Shaq seems genuine. But man, I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are so far removed from our financial reality, it's not even funny.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Bank accounts are definitely not the same.
No, fuck no. Not even close.
Hell no. No, no, no. Let's take a call from Vito in Cherry Hills, Jersey.
Vito from Cherry Hills, New Jersey.
Vito!
I'm a huge Baltimore Ravens fan. You think Lamar's worth the guaranteed contract, or you think they ought to go somewhere else? I think they need to keep Lamar. What do you guys think?
Lamar. Whis, what do you think?
I think they ought to just let him go and get somebody else, yeah.
That's stupid. You need to keep Lamar. He's it's kind of like the whole thing with almost all of these quarterbacks that have mobility. If they can just be healthy, I think he had a knee issue, but man, they should have put the non-exclusive tag on him and paid him $45 million and just rolled with that, because they're not going to get the Super Bowl with anybody else. I don't know who the fuck are you going to plug into that offense.
Yeah, who the fuck?
Tyrone Huntley or whatever. No, I mean, who the fuck's going to come in? I think you keep him and just roll with it. You got to roll the dice, man, or you got to without risk. Well, I mean, that's part of it. That's part of the game, man. But now they got him on the non-exclusive. Woo, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about any teams even wanting him because, he's trying to go out there and get the guaranteed money like Deshaun, Watson. But it's a little bit, I don't know. I think he deserves it, Shit, he's definitely a fucking superstar. So I would have put the if I was a GM or whoever, I would have put the non-exclusive. No, I would have put the exclusive tag on him at 45. What about you, Wig? Would you have gone and got a different quarterback?
I would have not.
Or put him on the non-exclusive.
Yeah, I'm not going to get another quarterback. He's a good quarterback, mobile. I mean, when you're a mobile quarterback, anyways, I mean, you're taking a gamble. I mean, they're opening up much more opportunities to get hurt, but he's good. I'm not going to risk. I was thinking about that the other day when people want to put all their eggs in one basket to get an all-star player. We need to trade all this and this and this to get this one great player. Man, there is fucking 22 people on the fucking team that are starting 11 offense, 11 defense. If you just sit there and you rest your laurels on one great player and everybody else sucks, you're going to lose anyways. Don't matter. You can be surrounded by superstars. Barry Sanders comes to mind. Man, I mean, a fucking lights out player. He didn't win shit. I
he was on a cursed team.
Yeah, I mean, he was on a cursed team. But yeah,
Baltimore ain't cursed.
Yeah, you got to surround yourself with good players, and I would keep. I'm not getting rid of a good solid player for an unknown gamble. So I like Lamar too.
Yeah, should have went that way and just did what they did. But we'll see what happens to old Lamar. And we're going to go ahead and get into the vintage game review.
Yes.
Going on now. All right. I told y'all it was Unreal Tournament. I think we reviewed Half-Life a while back. That was another one, kind of goes under this. But Unreal Tournament, man, woo. First-person arena shooter video game developed by Epic Games and Digital Extremes. The second installment in the Unreal series was first published by GT Interactive in 1999 for Microsoft Windows and later released on the PS2 and Dreamcast by Infogrames in 2000 and 2001, respectively. Players compete in a series of matches of various types with the general aim of out-killing opponents. The PC and Dreamcast versions support multiplayer. I didn't even know it was on the Dreamcast. Support multiplayer online or even over a local area network. Free expansion games were released, some of which were bundled with the 2000 re-release Unreal Tournament Game of the Year Edition, powered by the Unreal Engine. Unreal Tournament received universal acclaim, often being considered one of the greatest video games ever made, with reviewers praising the graphics, level design, and gameplay. Though the console ports were noting for having limitations, the design of the game shifted the series' focus to competitive multiplayer action with the releases of sequels Unreal Tournament 2003 and 2002, Unreal Tournament 2004 in 2004, and Unreal Tournament 3 in 2007. Man, I had the PC version, in case anyone was wondering.
I was.
Yeah, head-to-head death matches. Like you said, there's, they had the different kind of games. Assault, capture the flag, death match, domination, last man standing, team deathmatch. So there was lots of different fun you can actually have. Now, this thing was released for Windows 99, November 22nd, in Europe, December 3rd, 1999. And so, yeah, that was, I need to go back on my Dreamcast and see if I have that in there and fuck with that, because I know it's not going to be good as a PC version, but man, what a fucking game that was, dude. I had a friend, his name was, let's just say his name was James. He had like 2 or 3 computers at his house, and man, we would play that shit. Man, it was pretty fun, pretty nerding it up. You can play this thing for a long time before you realize that you have just spent hours on this fucking game.
Oh man, it used to be easy to do. I mean, it probably still is when you get down on a good game. Unreal Tournament and those kind of games were, man, easy to get lost in. I feel like there was a lot of the same. I feel like Unreal Tournament was one of the OGs for sure. You remember when you had to did you ever hook up like a local area network or with somebody or like LAN and shit? Man, you had to be half a fucking hacker to get on the right port and system and numbers and know which code to hook up. It wasn't easy like it is now where you just match it up, man. If you were trying to play locally, I'd go to a buddy's house with a laptop and we'd try to find each other and hook up fucking Cat5 cables to everything, dude. It's a fucking nightmare sometimes.
Oh yeah, back then it was, but at that time we were actually in computer class.
Oh, cool.
And so we knew all that shit.
Hell yeah.
And hell yeah, dude, that shit was pretty fun. So now we did talk about the sequels, and this thing got a ton of awards: Game of the Year, Best Level Design, Special Achievement Artificial Intelligence, Outstanding Achievement Visual Engineering, Multiplayer Game of the Year, Best Online PC Game, Action Game of the Year, Best PC Game, Best Network Shooter, Multiplayer Game of the Year, Best First Person Game of the Year, Game of the Year, First Person Action Game of the Year. Lots of awards. And then we had the sequels. We already went over that. But yeah, I'm gonna give this one. That's 4 farts out of 5. That's extra fun. I don't know of any fucking game that's a 5 out of 5, man. Damn, but 4, that's pretty good. Very fun. Check it out if you're into nerding it up. I don't know that I have the time anymore, but maybe I will go back on my modded Dreamcast and check out that port that they did. If it's on there, it should be on there. We'll see. I'll fill you in on that later on. We'll see. So, man, oh gosh, just what a fucking show tonight. You guys have a big week planned. Light Bright, J.Wiggy, Whis Kriggy. What's going on? What's going on for the week?
What is going on? I got I'm decompressing. Already been out of town.
You don't have anywhere to go. Are you in the home office all week?
Where will I be? I have some local shit to do. No big travels, so nice and nice time to catch up on some of the old shows pre J.Wiggy. I'll pop them in the car. On the really though, not much. I think we are about less than 2 months removed from going to the beach. We have Jarvis's bachelor party, so looking forward to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, you know what? Chilling, getting back into the grind. What about you, Grant Mills, Whis?
Shit, my RM's coming down tomorrow, so I'll chill with her. And yep, not much, not much that I know of. A regular week, and chilling, killing, spilling.
I mean, I'm just gonna be fucking chilling too, y'all. I don't know. Me and my girl just hang out and doing the day-to-day activities, y'all.
Well, that sounds fun. Check out the old episodes, everyone. And man, every Monday, 9:30. I know last week we was out, but that was, yeah, shit happens. But like I said, every Monday night, 9:30, y'all tune in. Like I said, check out some of the old episodes. Man, I don't even know what else to say. You got any last words there, Whis Criggy?
Last words. Nah.
Yeah, you know what? This is the good time of the year.
What?
Think we had a technical difficulty there. I jumped forward a bit. Speaking of jumping forward,
Motherfucker. Hey, listen, I'm out. Get ahead.
All right.
yeah.
All right. This is gone. What up? So, J.Wiggy, words of wisdom for the folks.
You know what? Spring forward. It's gonna be light later. Enjoy the old episodes. We have a lot more time to do shit, so enjoy it, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Yes. Check out the old episodes. Hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Do like I do. Smoke it up. Okay.